Hello everyone, Tactical Itch here. Welcome back to a Wednesday Faction War stream. Today we are once again here with, this time we are using Greenskins, trying to get some practice with the boys before we get the DLC. Especially, we had a pretty exciting update from Creative Assembly. Not about the game itself, but like more like an information update, news update to the DLC, knowing that End Times is indeed on the menu, and a little bit more information about the other possible units being revealed by the devs. Got some very interesting stuff going on in the back end of the dev team for sure, but of course I don't really have much information about, about them. So yeah. Anyways, we are supposed to be on Fey Fork, but yep, we are on the Fey Fork. So, do I really want to go cheeky with this one? Might as well, actually. But yeah. Today we are duking it out, this time against Angel, who is playing as Skavens. We are going with Greenskins, yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that the Savage Orc Shaman was more announced as like a lord than a hero. Because from what the Creative Assembly devs were talking about it, like, they make it sound like they will be creating a Savage Orc Lord to lead the Savage Orc armies, making it more thematic and letting Wurzak to have his underlings. But yeah, in this situation here, I do wonder how this can, how this works. Anyways, let's just start popping up stuff on Wurzak, and maybe I don't think we need. Ooh, this might be neat. And just get more miscast chance onto the enemy. Effigy of the Git. War Paint. Nah, we don't really need that. Brain Burster and Fist of Gork. We shall do these, and we should be good. Yeah, and spam some artillery. Let's see what I don't know if I should go Doom Diver catapults. Let's just bring a Hammer of Gork and hammer them with rocks. Other than that, couple stone trolls and you know what? Let's go thematic here. Oh, they're fast. They're ready already. Okay, so Spirit Leech. You know what? Let's just go thematic. Night Goblin Shaman. We have one guarded by some Gobble Spears, and then Sneaky Vindictive Glare, and Sneaky Stabbing. I guess we can do both, and then Stealing. And then we bring another. Sneaky Stealing, and then we bring a Night Gobble War Boss. Great Cave, Get Back Ear, Fermented Fungi, Loons, and I don't think we need Tormentor Sword against Skavens. We do want a Vanguard Frontline. Just cause. So a couple nasty Skulkers. I don't know how much Vanguard deployment we can do in this game. I would really wish the map can have a little bit of a reflection on the deployment zone. That would be nice. Yeah. Other than that, let's just get 5 of these bad boys. Actually, we'll get 1 Apic Loons. They're expensive, but they're unbreakable, which would be great. And Quick Hoppers, 1 of these guys, and shit, I don't remember the actual limit of some of them. And whatever. I've got too much gold. Shit, how am I supposed to spend the rest? Yeah, guard them. We can probably put 1 Swamp Things in there, and then we still have some extra money left, so I don't know, man. What am I supposed to spend it on? Let's see. No, we don't want one of. We don't want one of Jet. Fine. I'll get a Spite of the Bat Moon, and let's go. Mostly Vanguard deployment army. Yeah. We have one monster at the back and some cavalry. Yeah, let's go. I'll probably forget about. I knocked over the mic. But yeah, I'll probably forget about using the Fanatics. But whatever. Let's just go. Alright, forgot. Let me just quickly advertise my stream on some other Discords. Just cause. Alright, cool. Yeah, just do some self-promotion and try to get more people to join us on this stream. Yeah, I wasn't quite able to catch up with Human Boy Yes Yes veteran versus newbie event, but yeah, very appreciate Human Boy Yes Yes for lining up some viewers in my pre-stream chat. That was I really appreciate that. And yeah, Human Boy SS just have been really helpful with my channel, like, all the time. Sending in raids and helping me with content and events. Sometimes even inviting me to host new player tournaments. It's great. Like, it's quite hard for honestly, like, throughout the content creation, it's a bit hard for me to like keep pushing my content all over the place. Probably because I don't do it daily, and that kind of messes up with the YouTube algorithm, and they don't push you as much. But the great thing is, so like I haven't been making any strong push of content lately, anyways, since I mostly only do daily updates when DLCs come out. So yeah, I mean. But I also don't want to like just devote 100% of my time into content creation. So yeah, this is a sacrifice that I kind of just have to make, unfortunately. But oh shit, we have a very close Vanguard deployment zone. Let's go. But yeah, but sometimes like you just have very nice people who are willing to like just help you out, and like Human Boy and Tequila Sunset and Darkplays often inviting me to help with some wait, let me just shit, I can't multitask. But yeah, inviting me to help out with DLC content stuff. It's actually really great. Like I really love to see just more streamers showing up in the Total War Warhammer multiplayer community, because the more people start paying attention to the game, the more players we're gonna get, which is just gonna help like feed everyone's channel, really, as long as there are more people garnering like attention to the game. But anyways, let's just plop this guy here, and then we might have do we have, wait, where's it? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we can just send some of these over here. I just hope I remember to use the goddamn Fanatics this time. If not, I'm kind of fucked. But of course, there's always the possibility that my opponent decided to go, you know what, I'm just gonna bring up. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't trust my micro enough to just make too many army groups, so I'm just gonna do that. And you guys can hold the line. Do anyone remember Logic? I do, actually. But oh, opponent dropped. What happened? I hope it's okay. Okay. For some reason, yeah, for some reason, well, the system says our opponent dropped, but also Angel said I dropped, so it's a bit of a hiccup. I hope that doesn't persist, because that is a bit of a that would be a bummer. Oh, this is gonna be a massive technical issue if this persists in the rest of the stream. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't come back. But either ways, yeah. I mean, I'm sure my opponent is already saw my army, so they might expect a Vanguard rush. But I don't really have a different way to deal with the goddamn. I don't really have a different way to play this anyway, so I am just gonna go and rush. Go and Vanguard rush. But yeah. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Your Majesty, the Golden Toilet. Thanks for joining my Discord as well. I don't actually use that Discord that much, only for occasional events and receiving battle replays from other players. So if you have any replays that you would want me to, say, cast for you, feel free to just drop some replays on the replay channel. Otherwise, yeah, I mostly just hang out on the Night Crew Clan Discord, especially the food channel, because I always post like food I make in that in that channel. Massive, like, if there's one thing that beats my passion in gaming, that is my passion in food for sure. Like, if I have to pick one, I'll absolutely pick, like if I have to pick between food and gaming, like, it's not that I would never got to eat, it's just more like I wouldn't be able to have food I enjoy. Then I'll most certainly pick food and I'll just say goodbye to gaming, unfortunately. But yeah, I just hope I don't things don't come down into that for me, because that would be a very sad time. But yeah, like, food, absolutely my biggest passion. I love food, I love making food, and I love yeah, I love finding interesting food to try out as well. And yeah, anyways, I hope Alright, cool. Looks like our opponent is ready, so we are just gonna start as well. Alright, let's go! Rush! Rush! Hammer of Gork! Start hammering those storm vermin with halberds. Oh god. Oh god, we are killing our own people. Oh god. Alright, let's try and not forget to use this. And yeah, we were doing some pretty interesting damage. Nothing too insane though, and yeah, our front line is already breaking, which is unfortunate. Alright, cool, let's now, frontline breaking and all might not be the end of the world here. Okay, I forgot about the AP cavalry. And we can bring up some of our swamp thing. Oh boy, why are you here? Huh, okay. Alright, let's just start rolling through of the... Alright, cool. Never mind. Looks like we just gotta have to Looks like the epic loons are dead. So we need to figure out a way to, oh fuck. Alright, yeah, let's just ignore that and go and fight these guys. Send our infantry over. This guy needs to run. Ah, shit. Mistakes were made. I shouldn't have sent him out. Oh, that was a painful mistake for sure. That is a lot of stone vermin. We can keep running. Oh no. No. Alright, can they unleash this as well? Let's just do that. Start pounding them with penta. Oh, Stone Vermin with halberds are still chilling in there? Okay, cool. Yeah. We totally forgot about our Alright, cool. Let's just send them over here, and you guys can pound them. Come on, come back! I need to use the magic. I need some magic help. Holy shit! Come on, regroup, please, pretty please. I kind of need you soon. Oh god, the swamp things are getting shredded. Might as well just send them out. There's no point in holding them back anymore. He's still running? Oh, come on! These are routed enemy units. Why are you running away from them? For fuck's sake. Alright, cool. These guys run out there. You guys just keep fighting there in there, please. Try and chase them down. Alright, you can fall back a bit. Run! Run, mate, run! Don't stay there! Oh, shit. Friendly fire. Why are you still running? For fuck's sake. Alright, come in and go kill them. Come over. Start fighting. Oh no. Run. Keep running. Alright, we can probably do a salvaging charge over here. And you guys keep firing. You go and help that out. Finally! Sneaky stabbing, we help the Durkit Squigs. And one last Venetic cast. Let's go! Alright, these guys pull back and maybe tie down. Yeah, tie down Queek. Freaking Queek, man! Last guy I would expect here is Queek, really. Alright, cool. We can just keep spamming Vindictive Glare now. Oh god. Alright, cool. Pull them back and go and kill this chieftain, I suppose. We don't have a lot of choices to make here. Okay, this is a bit of an issue. Can we break them? I need to break like now. Oh! Nope, they're not breaking. Pull back. Can you guys fall back? Alright, did some minor damage, and You guys... Alright, cool. You pull back. You don't want to fight quick for sure. You don't want to fight quick. Back off. Alright, cool. Just run the fuck away from that one. Alright, we still have some infantry support, which helps. But yeah, Storm Vermin is going to be an issue, so we need to pull back some of our units. Yeah. Just keep pressuring them. Everyone start swarming these guys in melee. And yeah, just keep swarming them. I don't really care. Everything else. Yeah, Vindictive Glare. Oh no, this is sneaky stabbing. Vindictive Glare. Okay. Probably did more friendly fire there, but I don't know. Like, whatever. Alright, cool. Let's just swarm these guys. I need that Curse of the Bat Moon, hopefully. And oh, dude, these guys might be neat. Yeah. I can't really send them to do anything now. And I've got a bunch of routed units. Can these guys send over there to Alright, cool. Those quick coppers, come on. You can do this. Shit. I can't really get an angle on this guy. Nope, I don't have a good line of sight. He's right behind the damn trees. Alright, cool. Let's just shoot it again. Yeah, everyone, get some extra damage. Surround Queek. And I don't know how to kill him now. This is a problem. I got some trolls, so they can probably heal out a bit. And, yeah, but Queek is gonna be a tough nut to crack. Alright, cool. How do I do this? Just stay in there, please. Oh, ooh, some Squick Coppers coming back. Alright, cool. Yeah, let's charge in. And then... Alright, cool. Just keeping some of these units in there. Alright, cool. You guys pull back. Oh, ow! That is probably more friendly fire than anything. And one unit rounds, the other follows. Ugh, that was bad. That was bad. Oh, that was a lot of friendly fire. Yeah, let's just charge in. Oh shit! I'm running out of units. Please don't tell me Quick is gonna carry this. That will be very awkward. Alright, put a good hit into Quick. Now pull out. Man, that was a lot of friendly fire from the Vindictive Glare. That sucks a lot. Alright, trophy hats? Nah, I'm just gonna wait it out. Please don't go. Stay here. Alright, yeah, we're getting the damage up. We're getting the damage up, which is nice. These are anti-infantry units, kind of. Just keep them in the fight. Yeah, and there we go. Nice. GG, that was a good one. Yeah, Cyber, doing one video per day is a ton of effort as well. Yep. I mean, especially like I don't, like as you can tell from my usual commentary, like I don't have the most fluent commentary. Like I have a lot of stutters and slip ups occasionally. So like when I make videos, like gameplay videos, I often will have to edit a lot of footage just to make it sound smooth instead of like a clanky mess. So unfortunately, yeah, I do have to put a little bit more effort into making my movies, and I can't really keep up with like a daily schedule. But yeah, I remember from Logic that he got burned out pretty quickly. I remember he was updating quite frequently, no? Like I'm just astonished by how people like Human Boy and Tequila manage to pump out content daily. I can't. I literally can't, and I feel like I'm just gonna keep this content pacing until like a DLC or something, and just to keep like my burnout rate low, like just to keep myself from burning out myself from the content creation. But yeah, now let's have a look at army performances. These sneaky stabbers and nasty skulkers did some okay work. Almost 700 gold worth of damage on these goblin spears. I guess they were dragging down stuff like red ogres. Benedictas actually did something. I actually remember to use them this time. So got some good value on this one. The other, not so much, getting wrecked in melee by the Storm Vermins, but that is fine. Hammer of Gork did enough to make the difference up, and also the Squig Hoppers. Because of all these armored infantry here, the Night Goblin Squig Hoppers having that anti-infantry armor piercing was really useful in picking off those armored infantry, and thankfully, Skavens went for Queek instead of the usual kick claw, so I actually stood a chance in this one. Just beating up the rest of the Skaven army. Wait, they didn't bring a caster. What the fuck? They didn't bring a caster. Oh, yeah, they really gave me like a massive advantage by going no caster. But yeah, GG to my opponent here. A very nice game. Very nice game from our opponent there. Using Queek the Hat Taker, which we never see, honestly. So yeah, nice to see them once in a while. For once, I actually won a battle in my own tournament, so I'll be advancing to the next stage, fighting Borain in the semi-final. So yeah, let us just find Borain and see if ooh, Borain already starting to get some replays as well. Alright, cool. I am gonna join his lobby. Nice. Already all set up, I believe. I'm going Greenskins and they are going Chaos Dwarfs. Ooh. It's gonna be the Dawi with heads. Alright, cool. How do we do this? You want to keep playing? We can play something else, actually. Let me think. I haven't played Greenskins that much, but I'm trying to learn more about the faction. So I think I'm still gonna bring Hammer of Gork, because I'm worried about. Hold on. If they bring Kadai Fireborn. Okay, I might need Stone Trolls here. Okay, I'm just gonna bring Fanatics. Just because I know I need to practice with them a bit more. And remember to use their abilities. So I'll just do that. I am worried about their missiles. So, yeah, Hammer of Gork. 1 unit, it should be enough. And then just set a Gobble Spears to guard the back line. And this time, I think we might want a River Troll Hack for caster. Just because I'm worried about Spirit Leeches onto my Lord. And we might want to... Yeah, I'll drop a Doom and Darkness in the front line there. But yeah. Other than that, Stone... Trolls, they're gonna suffer a lot from those fire attacks. So I don't know if Trolls is a good call here, actually. You know what? Hey! You know what? Fuck this. Okay, how much vegetation? Not a lot. So, okay. You know what? Fuck this. We are going all in. Now, hopefully we can break through enemy front line with the Night Gobbles and just keep chucking rocks, right? And maybe a couple Warboy big uns. Did I bring a Broken Tusk mob as well? But maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'll just keep bringing a Night Gobble War Boss. Quick Spider Vine, Wind Fermented Fungi, Boss Loons, and yeah. Oh, and get back here. Get back here! definitely a very clutch ability when you're in the late game scenario. What else? Let's just get some gobble archers. Regular ones aren't? Nah, just get some spideys. And what else? Oof, that's a lot of expensive expensive units. I think we can just do this and call it a day, maybe. Yeah, whatever. I think we're good for now. Doom and Darkness to suppress the enemy. Oh, right. Why do I have all these? I'm just gonna turn off Mither because I don't think we need it that much. Fate of Buna, no. We can afford another unit. And then 5 more 100 gold for something. I need to... I've got some gold left over, so might as well kick that one out and bring a couple Orc Air boys. Yeah, let's just go and see what happens. I don't even care at this point. Let's go. Victory invalidated when no caster. No! Let me have that win! Oh. Wait, was his army entirely Vanguard? This battle, my army isn't Vanguard, but my last battle, my army was like 90% Vanguard. I only have Hammer of Gork and a single Goblin unit that is not Vanguard deployed. This time, I have a lot of Vanguard units still, but yeah. Most of them are, most of the rest are just not Vanguard. Like, yeah, I've got the Gobble Boss, a little bit of a caster unit, a big gun. Although the big gun against Chaos Dwarf I might just be a bit over the top on that one, and I might be screwing myself over. Oh well, too late now. Too late to think about it now. We'll just have to go. I'm worried, like, I know Chaos Dwarf will probably have some kind of missile units, but I'm just hoping that my Fanatics frontline can deal with them. And then send in those mobility harassment in the backline and whatnot. And on this map we do have quite a bit of vegetation, the Grey Mountain stables, so like any direct shots of missiles might be mitigated. At least that's what I'm hoping. Is this your favorite faction? No, actually. I'm just trying to play more Greenskins recently and prepare myself for the DLC. My favorite faction is actually Ogre Kingdoms. I feel like the whole theme of the Ogre Kingdoms, not the body size, because in reality I'm actually skinny as hell, but the love of food, yeah, that speaks to me on a personal level. So yeah, I do like ogres a lot, and I used to play with them a lot. I only started playing them because they used to be a really underpowered faction. Oh, okay. Whoa, blunderbusses! What the fuck? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I wasn't expecting that. Oh god! You know what? Oh wait. Okay, I can start chucking rocks actually. Oh, that's a lot of blunderbusses. Holy shit! And there's a choo-choo train as well. Oh boy! What the fuck was that? Oh boy! I'm not ready for this. Holy shit! Alright, got some good damage done with the big gun. Keep throwing. If you may. Dude, like, that was like 11 kills with one single volley. Nice. Alright, cool. Let's just try and get close enough. And then cast that. Alright, and then they die. Oh, they die. They die. Oh, they die. Oh, they die. Alright, pull back. Okay. God. Ah, God. No! I underestimated. Alright, cool. Do we have our mobility nearby? No, we don't. We're just constantly getting... Can we? Cool. Let us just try. Alright, cool. Alright. Get it. Route it. And then we pull back some of the forces, send them out to fight them.
Run, boys!
Alright, go and surround it and start fighting. Alright, Gobble Fanatics, you guys can push up. I think we're kind of fucked here.
Get them snots! Bring it on!
7 seconds left. 4 seconds.
I'm ready! I'll do it! Shifting!
Come on. Oh shit. Couldn't unleash that in time. Oh, damn it. Just go those backstabber. Oh shit, I forgot about pushing them up or anything. That was pretty bad. And yeah, it looks like our rocks aren't doing it. Yeah, let's just use it since we don't really have another opportunity anymore. And ow, that hurts. Run! No idea where the big boss hide those lunatics, but yeah, they hit him well. Up his arse or something, I feel like. Okay, not again. Come on. Man, it's hard to breach. Alright, take some damage and now start chugging rocks again. I don't really have a choice here, other than, especially I didn't bring Fate of Buna. That was not a wise choice of me. I should have brought that. Oof, out. That's a lot of pain. Pain! I'm running out of units. Fuck it. Fuck. Yeah, I should have brought Fate of Buna. It's too late now. Oh. And I forgot about these guys. Oh no. Oh wait, why are you pulling so far ahead? Ugh. And the bacon is doing jack shit throughout the battle. Great. This guy is routed and taking a ton of damage from the incoming firepower. Double boss, maybe come over here and right, let's see if we can just finish him off. At least bring down the goddamn demon's tongue, maybe. Wait, are you not? No. All right. Okay. They're dead, and then we're done. I think we're done. Yeah. Nope. This was not a good build at all. Okay, we broke the demon's tongue. At least we have that going for us. Is this Azagav Zulahu? No, not Azagav. This was Suicide Spin does major damage. Yeah, pretty much. That's the only damage I had against the entire Chaos Dwarf army. If I brought a Hammer of Gork, that probably would have worked out better because of the artillery damage, and then. But yeah, on this map, artillery just doesn't have a good time. This is versus Borain. GS versus CD. There we go. Easy, just being bigger and Arda. Oh, bigger and Arda. Not with the gobble front line I have. It's hard to be bigger and Arda when you're just a mere gobble. But yeah, most of the damage ability I have are like are not close range, let's say. Barbarians get absolutely lit up by those firepower. But yeah, I just didn't have a good. This is not a good anti-Chaos Dwarf build. I probably need like a few Fanatics and then a Hammer of Gork would be nice. Like one Hammer of Gork is good enough to deal with like a ton of like blunderbusses and fireglaves. And it's not enough resources to commit myself entirely in the artillery department. Rogue Idol screw me over? Yeah, absolutely. I should have probably picked something else, but you know what? Rogue Idol is fun once in a while. But yeah. The Rogue Idol just didn't have any good targets to fight. So yeah, he marched up. He can throw some rocks, but he has less ammo than I would like, so he quickly ran out of ammo, and I had to like restock with his HP being sacrificed and all that. And yeah, I mean he did some good damage with a few rock throws, but he can't really walk close to this formation. He'll just get blasted to smithereens if he ever tries to get close to those blunderbusses. But yeah, a lot of damage from those missiles and a lot of damage from the demon's tongue as well. And GG to Bahrain, and he will be moving on to the finals. Once again, we have like a bottom tier faction going into the finals. Last time we have Sipo rolling with a Mammoth meta. Mammoth OP, please nerf. And yeah, getting Norska into the finals with all those Mammoth builds. But this time, Bahrain is going in with the Chaos Dwarfs. We might need to wait for the other side of the brackets to finish their battles first. Pigman versus Hayseed. So yeah, at this point we might spend some time to download replays first. Alright, cool. Other than that, Archangel did send me a replay. Oh, that was with Bahrain. So yeah, that's the same replay we have. Do we have other replays of the other players? I do wonder. Nice. Orc Boy got us a replay as well, and we need another. Hopefully, we have another replay coming in. I think there should be another replay in the first round. That would be between Eagle Crump and Pigman, but Pigman won out in that fight. I don't know if Pigman's gonna send in a replay, but if we don't, then we'll just roll with it. All right, cool. We only have like 2 extra replay files so far, because we actually played through 2 of the games, and yeah, just waiting for Pigman and Hayseed to finish their match, and then hopefully we got the other semifinals replay as well. Actually, while they are duking it out, we might actually this might actually be a good time to send in to check out some of the replay files we received. Let me just quickly load up the download file folder and get those replays in. And yeah, hopefully everyone's having fun watching some Greenskin actions. Teutonic Order, what mammoth thing? How did Norska got banned? Well, was it the mammoth thing? So, like, basically in this faction wars format, I set up a rule to prevent everyone using the same faction every week. So basically I set down a rule stating that the faction in the finals will be banned in the next tournament. Last time we had Norska and Tomb Kings in the finals of the tournament, so this week we are banning Norska and Tomb Kings. Now, Norska isn't a meta faction in any sense. Like, it's supposed to be one of the lower tier factions due to how outdated the roster is. But somehow, Sipa managed to roll with Norska and brought them into the finals, resulting in a Norska ban this week. Yeah, so, because, like, if I don't do this kind of ban, I am very worried that some players will decide to go Kislev and just keep playing Kislev every week and keep wrecking everyone with the anti-everything faction. But so far, nobody has played Kislev yet. Everyone was being a good sport, and it was great. Did Norska win the finals? I think they did, actually. Let me just quickly check again. It's been like 2 weeks, so I need to... It's been actually, yeah, 2 weeks, so I need to check. Yeah, Norska won the finals again in the Tomb Kings. So, like, yeah, they did. No, it was not against Coast. It was against Tomb Kings. But I think... Did they defeat a Coast army? They didn't fight Coast. They just... Yeah, they just beat everyone, including Beastmen, my Greenskin army, a Skaven army, Warriors of Chaos. And Warriors of Chaos was played by Rusto too, so that is also a very strong player. And then also beat Tomb Kings. So, like, yeah, they won a lot of 5 battles and getting into the finals with a Norska. Shigideki, don't you ever wait, Shigideki is Borain, right? Don't you ever badmouth Fimirs? They are good. It's just that people don't know how to use them. But yeah. But I was surprised by how Mammoth managed to carry him in every single battle he played, or at least almost every single battle he played. But yeah, Chaos Crumpin, if you are still around, can you send me the replay between you and Pigment? I would love to get the replay files and I would oh wait, no, or yeah. And I would love to cast them on stream as well if you still have the replay files. Oh, oh wait. Oh, Orkboy actually... Oh, it's on the main... Oh, right. Yeah, I think I received that then. Yeah. No, I got it. Orkboy. Give me a second. Alright, cool. Let me just check if we have any other replays on the Discord. Oh, wait, who else? Oh, Hayseed and Persian Warrior didn't send me a replay. Ah, that makes sense. Let me just see if I can just... Yeah. I hope Hayseed will send me a replay after the end of his run, but otherwise I'll just, yeah. Yeah, I'll just be casting the replays we have right now. That is my replay, actually. Hold on a second. Well, what else in the... Aistro's better than Femir? Oh, shut the hell up. Femirs are bad. What the fuck? You guys, oh. Have you not, do you guys not understand the glory of a 90 armor debuff? Actually, 120 armor debuff stacking up on top of, we have a Plague of Rust Overcast version stacked with the Armor Sundering from Thrymir and Hunter of Champions. That is the total of minus 120 armor. Whatever armor you have, it's going to be stripped out. And will be exposed to non-armor piercing damage like Wolfric on horseback with a Sword of Torgold, or just a ton of Javelin Fire, or we have the Skin Wolves with their anti-large. Yeah, so yeah, don't underestimate Femirs. And also, like, against missile factions, their 40% missile 45% missile resistance are very useful. Like, for example, against Chaos Dwarf, I would bring them, and the Femir warriors would just be tanking those blunderbuss shots and shrugging them off like they're nothing. They're very good, I would say. Persian warrior dropped out due to technical issues. I think. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. It happens, unfortunately. So Hayseed and Pigmen are duking it out then. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh no. Oh no, wait, it's Khorne versus Nurgle. Okay, that explains why it's taking so long. It's a dreaded matchup. Healing Blob versus a Khorne melee rush. This is gonna suck hard time for Khorne. I might be rooting for Pigman out of the game here because of how much Khorne suffers from Nurgle. But of course, Khorne can still counteract right now because in this tournament, Khorne is allowed to take Karanak and his snare. So you can just send Karanak in there and use the silence collar, the brass collar, to deny Nurgle from their healing. But yeah, we shall see if Khorne emerge victorious, or will it be the Nurgle outgrinding Khorne in the end in the melee fight. Femirs received a lot of buffs to projectile protection in the recent patch. I think they got projectile protection like multiple patches ago. Like, it's been a long time. Like, they have been enjoying that projectile protection for a long time. If you go through my older videos, there's one unit focus video specifically about Familiar Warriors, which at that point, I was already able to cover that 45% physical missile resistance. So I think they've had from the miss ability and the missile resistance for a long time. Recent Femir buffs was cost reduction. Yes, that's it. And I think they had like some stat buffs somewhere down the line, multiple patches ago. Norska matchup is impossible for Chaos Dwarfs, but not due to Femir. They can't do anything with versus 2 Ice Dragons and 4 to 5 Javelin Throwers. Oh, actually, that is that is definitely a viable build too. But the double Ice Dragon build I would take usually is against Dwarfs. I used it against Dwarfs once and it was really good. Though it was a little bit kitey, so I feel a bit bad for my opponent. Chaos Dwarfs needs a serious overhaul, which is surprising considering how OP they came out, but they are now a weak faction in several aspects. I think the problem with Chaos Dwarf is that, like, Chaos Dwarf, okay, let us load up the Chaos Dwarf roster. They came out OP not because they have a strong overall roster, but because they have specific units that are very, very good. We have the Bull Center Renders that used to be straight up OP unkillable with missiles because their hitboxes are bugged. So these guys can absolutely beat the hell out of everyone and just carry the game by their own. Same goes for Magma Cannon and Skullcracker as well. Skullcracker I think was bugged or something. And Magma Cannon was way stronger than what they are right now. But and also of course we have the blunderbusses doing insane damage. But if we look at the rest of the roster here, oh right, Astrogolf as well. Astrogolf being absolute OP. Yeah, just having way more insane melee stats with his max suit than everyone else, than actual dedicated melee fighters. But yeah, if we look at the rest of the roster, the monsters, all of them are trash. You don't want to bring any monsters unless they're a mount of your lords or characters. And then the infantry-wise, most of them are overcost. Nobody ever brings Infernal Gods. Sometimes we have Infernal Iron Sworn because their blasting charges are really strong and they're good at grinding down units in melee. But recently we don't really see them that much. Because they're also, being an elite infantry, very vulnerable to artillery and AoE damage and all that. Oh, it seems like Pigman and Borain has readied up, so we might jump over soon. But yeah, the rest of the roster are just overpriced as hell. Hobgobble, Cutthroats, and Sneaky Kids. They're just goblins, glorified goblins, with more cost. And the Backstabber ability, all these, just doesn't really do that much to them throughout the combat. So their roster, especially their infantry, are between chaff and overpriced units. Like, they don't have any cost-effective mid-tier units to help them bridge, like, to help them pad out the army formation. Is either things that crumble immediately, or you just don't have enough numbers to stop the enemy from pushing. And then don't get me started with the like cavalry. They're just gobble cavalry. Pretty much a gobble cavalry with, once again, overpriced stuff. Like 600 gold for a Hobgobble Wolf Raiders with significantly worse stats than an Illyrian Reaver Archer, who costs 50 more gold but with way better melee stats, longer range, and just more missile damage output in general. But yeah, anyways, let us just jump over to the lobby between Borain and I am not sure whether it's Hayseed or Pigman. We'll see when we get there. We'll see when we get there. Alright, cool. Faction Wars. We'll see when we get there. I'm rooting for Khorne. Khorne actually won. Okay, cool. Pigman versus Borain and Khorne versus Chaos Dwarfs. I don't think none of these factions here are anything top tier. Like, Khorne is better than before, but they're certainly not S tier at all. So Khorne versus Chaos Dwarfs, both factions will be banned next week. We won't be seeing them in the next faction wars, but this time at least we'll be seeing them in their full glory. We have Scarborough and the Exile leading the army with a very elite melee line, 2 regular Bloodletters and 3 exalted ones. One of them, the Hellforged Host. Well, I feel like Hellforged Legion sounds cooler as a name, but I will. Hellforged Host, plus a few units of mobility, Chaos Furies, and Chaos Warhounds. I forgot to put up the scoreboard. We will add those names later. Right now, let's focus on the army build. Scarborough leading the army with Rage Embodied, yes, to rampage enemy units, and Bellow of Endless Fury to blast away enemy locked up infantry and whatnot. So that would be really good against the laborers, but not so much against the fire-resistant Infernal Gods with Fire Glaives. Anyways, one final remaining unit of the Khorne army here, the Knights of Brazen Throne. Theoretically should be quite good against the Chaos Dwarfs because they do have an extra mass increase and speed acceleration and all that increase when they are charging, making them easily plowing through any kind of infantry formations. For example, the Infernal Gods over here. The problem is that they might get blocked by the Bulls and Tyrannus, so we shall see what happens. Anyways, on the other side of the battlefield, we have a line of Goblin Laborers in the front, actually just lining up, dotting the outline of the Chaos Dwarf box here. And they're backed up by 2 Infernal Iron Swan and 2 Fire Glaives Infernal Gods. In the skies leading army, Drazwa the Ashen here, with his Great Tauros mount, I think. Great Tauros mount. Blazing Body, nothing too insane here, but I guess there's just more melee damage reflection for this guy. But yeah, other than that, nothing too substantial. Flaming Breath and wait, no spells? What the? Oh wait, no. There's a Demon Smith Sorcerer with Metal Magic here. So going in with Transmutation of Lead to slow down enemy damage output and help those Chaos Dwarf units grind out a little bit longer. But I don't know if that is going to be worth it here, because it might probably be better if you just go for Searing Doom and even Final Transmutation drain away key targets. Because Searing Doom, even with the 35% spell resistance, it will still be very good against infantry units, especially elite infantry, because of how good they are in bombarding enemy formations. It is just a very nice cost-efficient spell. Like, I would use it even against dwarves, but right now, Transmutation of Lead will be the only spell on the Chaos Dwarf side. We shall see if this is a mistake, or will I be surprised by the spell. Anyways, Pigman is performing a surround, maneuvering some of those Chaos Warhounds into the back line, readying up to silence those enemy missile units. Those couple units of fire glaives before pushing in those bloodletters into the enemy infantry formation. Furies are also flying over, diving onto the Infernal Iron Swan, possibly trying to disrupt them from chucking out those explosives. A very nice charge from, like, all-out assault from the Khorne army here by Pigmen, but one of the Exalted Bloodletters are already getting blasted by some explosions, while the other side also Bloodletters eating some charges. But at the same time, Exalted Bloodletters and regular Bloodletters are all charging in. Knights of the Brazen Throne are attempting into a melee charge against the Infernal Iron Swan, but kind of got stuck on their own units, so unable to deliver the entire charge. Skaven plowing into the Infernal Gods with fire glaives as well, just trying to silence those fire glaives, preventing them from firing any longer. Now, however, Knights of the Brazen Throne, alongside some Hellforge hosts, actually managed to catch the Infernal Gods with fire glaives and immediately starting to cut them down in melee combat. Skaven, though, in a bit of a pickle as he is surrounded by enemy anti-large infantry. The fire glaives do have anti-large, though thankfully Exalted Bloodletters are here to help him out, just cutting down on those Gobble Laborers, and Knights of the Brazen Throne charging in as well, smashing these Infernal Gods in melee combat. Now, but overall, I think, yeah, Khorne might have the upper hand here. Balance of power is in favor of the Chaos Dwarfs, but that is because a lot of that balance of power for Chaos Dwarfs are resting in those missile units, and because of the two characters still being very healthy. But once those missiles goes down and Skaven, now down to half health, starts fighting back with friendly unit support, they can probably start equalizing the combat here, especially with those elite bloodletters. Though the Knights of the Brazen Throne are taking more and more damage in this prolonged melee fight, they need to keep cycle charging, for example, into the Infernal Iron Swan. The Infernal Iron Swan and whatnot, having that fire resistance is also very useful against the Khorne army. Oh no! The Knights of the Brazen Throne are stuck in this melee for a prolonged period of time. Their HP is dropping low, and unfortunately will possibly be falling to a terror rout from Drazwath and his Great Taurox, but we shall see. Transmutation of Lead is once again. Oh, okay. This might be very key here. Slowing down the damage output of the Bloodletters, allowing the enemy, allowing the Chaos Dwarf infantry, the Iron Swan here, to slowly grind it out against the Bloodletters. Now, only the Hellforge host remains as the Khorne infantry, whose balance of power is swinging even further in favor of the Chaos Dwarf, simply because they're... Oh, it's that Khorne sword incoming! Boom! A lot of damage onto the Fire Glaives and Infernal Iron Swan, bringing the balance of powers a little bit back to Khorne's favor, but it is still looking very grim, as Skaven is now still stuck on, well, two very powerful melee entities. And all he has for support are some Tattered Knights of Brazen Throne, while the Hellforge hosts don't exactly have the mass to pin down enemy cavalry. There are still some tattered units of Infernal Iron Swan fighting around, and Bloodletters are still duking it out. But the flaming damage of the Hellforge host and the Exalted Bloodletters are coming in, biting them in the back here, since a lot of these Chaos Dwarf units do have fire resistance. So yeah, however, their anti-infantry armor-piercing attacks are still very good against the elite infantry, but yeah. 25% fire resistance and superior melee defense at 65. They are holding the Infernal Iron Swan here. Despite being so tattered, they're still holding strong. Hellforge holds pretty much the last bastion of strength, alongside Skaven the Exile. The only two remaining things holding up balance of power for Khorne, but they are being worn down over time, especially when there's some cycle charging coming in from the two flying single entities. And yeah, this This Khorne army is struggling for sure. Once again, Drazwaff diving onto Skarbrand, and also a transmutation of lead coming in, or is it Rage Embodied? Oh, Rage Embodied, forcing a bunch of Khorne units to stay in the fight, and a final transmutation of lead, unfortunately, just dropping those melee stats off all those bloodletters, and Skarbrand coming in for a psycho charge. I don't think he has enough to bring this one back, as balance of power dropping into army losses, and that shall be a win for the Chaos Dwarfs. And yeah, looks like my prediction was entirely wrong. Looks like the bloodletters and all just took too much, just didn't break through the Chaos Dwarf lines fast enough. And Skarbrand being left alone in the back line there definitely was not great for him. Being focused down by the two Chaos Dwarf single entities, and on top of that, very nice use of transmutation of lead. I actually am surprised by how effective this spell is to slow down the damage output of the bloodletters, allowing the Infernal Iron Sworn to hold a lot longer in those melee combat, using their sturdiness to slowly grind down those bloodletters in melee combat. Still, very nice rush execution from Pigmen there. Striking those Chaos Dwarf backline, diving in with Furies, with those Chaos Warhounds to disrupt the enemy Fireglaves and explosive charges from being fired. Though unfortunately, even with the spectacular performance from some of these bloodletters, and Skarbrand did some pretty good work, unfortunately I think there was quite a bit of misuse of the Knights of Brazen Throne, stuck in melee fights for a little too long and being just grind down by those Infernal Gods and Iron Swans. So very nicely done by Borain here, using a supposedly low tier faction to beat up Khorne with the elite Infernal Iron Swan and Infernal Gods. Khorne do indeed struggle quite a bit against elite boxes, and they don't really have a good way to counteract elite infantry other than dropping a Sword of Khorne, if they can even charge up that ability. But overall, Demon Smith Sorcerer and the Drazwaff the Ashen here doing a lot of damage with the Psycho Charges, sniping out Khorne. And yeah, that will be GG. No Minotaurs is weird. I do agree with that. But I suppose this build here from Khorne is trying just to spam those elite infantry and just rush through the enemy front line as soon as possible and start intruding into the back line. But the transmutation of lead allowed those Infernal Iron Swan to hold longer than normal. On top of that, they do have that fire resistance to block enemy damage. So this actually makes the Exalted Bloodletter choice. Yeah, this actually makes the Exalted Bloodletters, despite being a better melee infantry, not exactly the best choice against the Chaos Dwarfs, because their damage, 25% of their damage is negated by Khorne. And it kind of sucks for them, really. But yeah. Those are better than Exalted Bloodletters a lot of time. Not necessarily. I think Exalted Bloodletters, I would actually bring Exalted Bloodletters more than Chosen, because Exalted Bloodletters, I think they're a little bit faster. Yeah, they're 10 more speed faster, making them easier to catch up with like fleeing missiles, and the armor on an elite infantry usually isn't that useful, since they will be fighting, say, against other armor-piercing elite infantry or just getting shot by stuff. So the physical resistance of a demon might end up being more useful in this scenario, when there are like armor-piercing missiles flying your way. Chosen of Khorne, great at just killing droves of chaff, but but that is only if there are no armor-piercing missiles shooting at you. Like if I'm fighting, say, Grand Cathay or dwarves, I would be bringing Exalted Bloodletters, partly because of their AP and partly because of their physical resistance and all. Charging Exalted Bloodletters into blasting charges is terrible though. That's why you need Furies to disrupt those blasting charges. But yeah, it's rough to play it that way. But either ways, we shall see what happens in this one battle here. We're gonna have a second battle between the two, between Khorne and Chaos Dwarfs. Both are like very red, fiery armies. So yeah. It's a battle of fire, to say the least. One thing I assume there might be viewers who haven't seen this faction war format before. So one thing about the best of 3 in the finals is that players cannot use the same lord every battle. And this actually, like say a caster with a different lore of magic count as the same lord as well. So if you say you brought an Archmage of Life as a high elf, you can't bring an Archmage of Life with metal or any other magic in the next battle. So both players here will have to use a different lord. Say Pigman here using Khorne cannot. Pigman on the Khorne side, you cannot bring Scarbrand anymore. And Borain cannot take Drazoath. So let me just quickly change the scoreboard. Yep, cool. It's a 1v1 right. Pigman 0, Borain 1 right now. So if you want to see another battle in this best of 3 series, you will want to support Pigman. But if you want to end this series soon, you might want to support Borain then, because we are indeed on match point in this best of 3. Now for the army builds, Pigman going for a rather simple army. A front line of 5 Bloodletters and actually 3 Blood Crushers of Khorne, 1 Fury to disrupt missiles and whatnot. Karnak providing that character snare, and yeah, just character snare actually. Oh wait, no, Silence Aura comes in very nicely for denying enemy spells and whatnot. Maybe he can try hunting down Astrogolf as well, and then leading the army Valkia the Bloody. On the units like Karnak are welcome, but he is way more OP on DLC. Yes, that is why we actually banned Karnak's snare ability, Karnak's net, Prey of the Blood Hunt or whatever it's called. We actually banned that on the Demons of Chaos roster. You can still use it as Khorne, you just can't use it as Demons of Chaos. So on the other side, for the Chaos Dwarf army, front line of Goblin Laborers and the Immortals, Elite Infernal Ironsworn. That can probably slaughter a bunch of Bloodletters here, because they don't do a lot of armor piercing, but they do have anti-infantry and Undying Will. The units cannot die while ability is active. Ooh, this is very neat. But anyways, the rest of the army here, Kadai Fireborn and Infernal Ironsworn at the second line, plus 2 more Fireglaves, 3 Fireglaves and 1 Hobgoblin Archer unit, 2 Kadai Fireborn in total, and some more Laborers. Leading in the army, Astrogolf Ironhand, coming in with Ash Storm to slow down enemy, adding Fire Weakness, and also Cascading Fire Cloak to buff melee stats, making their units even sturdier. Alright, cool. Let's see what happens in this battle here. Blood Crushers or Skull Crushers? Blood Crushers for sure. These are Blood Crushers. Alright, cool. Now let's just look at the battle itself. Pigman once again trying to go for an encirclement, moving those Blood Crushers into position, but ooh, Blood Crushers. Okay, they don't have fire attack, so against Kadai Fireborn and whatnot, they won't have their damage mitigated, unlike last time. Also, regular Bloodletters don't have fire resistance, don't have fire attacks as well, so that is also fine. Now Karnak going beelining straight for Astrogolf, though he is slightly distracted by a bunch of Infernal Gods, while, oh no, here comes a bunch of Kadai Fireborn and whatnot trying to surround and beat up Karnak, who is also eating a bunch of Asher Fire. Valkia the Bloody diving onto Astrogolf, really trying to hunt down this Chaos Dwarf caster, while a little bit of a Spear Swap near bombarding the Immortals and Goblin Laborers. Now, ooh, Valkia is falling victim to those Fireglaive close attack, and looks like even with the Prey of the Blood God pinning down Astrogolf and Karnak helping out, Valkia will have to back off into the skies. In the front line there, Kadai Fireborn smashing a bunch of Bloodletters with their anti-infantry bonus and magical attacks, plus the blasting charges from the Infernal Ironsworn. Yeah, Bloodletters just blobbing up a little bit too much there, suffering heavy casualties. Now finally, Blood Crushers are being sent into melee jumping on top of Infernal Gods. And here comes Blood Crushers on the other angle as well. Some Furies are just surrounding the Infernal Gods, trying to just silence them for now, allowing the Blood Crushers to do a sandwiching charge, absolutely obliterating these Hobgoblin Archers in melee. While Valkia, ooh, that is bad. One of the Bloodletters just faded away from reality, leaving Valkia alone against the surround of Immortals. And Valkia, just like the trailer suggested, doesn't really enjoy fighting a bunch of enemy units. At the same time, she's more a bit of a duelist, so she'll be taking more and more damage against these anti-infantry units, including the Kadai Fireborn. However, the Blood Crusher rush is going on pretty well here, running over unit after unit of the Chaos Dwarf backline. Multiple units of their missiles are routing Hobgoblin Archers and the Infernal Gods, who are overwhelmed with Furies, and multiple units of Blood Crushers who are now able to commence cycle charging. Things are still looking quite even between the two armies, though Khorne has been sticking on top of Astrogolf Iron Hand the whole game, just always being close enough to deny Astrogolf from casting spells, though now the Fireglaves are firing at Khorne, who is not exactly enjoying this volley of AP fire. Doesn't matter if it's AP or not, but yeah, he just took a ton of damage there and already starting to fade away, trying to go for one single charge before he goes down, and now Chaos Dwarf regains their spell casting power. Now, Bloodletters duking out against Infernal Gods and Infernal Iron's Khorne, though a Spear Slopnir doing some really good damage against the Infernal Gods here and routing the Goblin Laborers as well. Valkia dueling Astrogolf, turning on the Demon Shield here to tank damage from... Oh, nope. Demon Shield just turned off, and Valkia needs to get out of there ASAP before she gets smacked by Astrogolf's buffed up hammer, though it seems that even with almost... Oh, nope. They just landed a shot there, and Valkia just takes substantial damage. Another hit, and oh, no. Nope. Everything is fading away on the Khorne side, as the Blood Crusher is stuck in melee for too long, being cut down by the Kadai Fireborn, and Infernal Gods managed to stand their ground and just keep blasting away at those Khorne units. I thought the Blood Crushers rush had it, but looks like Khorne just took way too many casualties with their demon front line. Those Bloodletters unable to do their job, but Blood Crushers though did some pretty good work. The problem is that they don't have enough infantry support in the end, and once the unit starts fading away, like one unit of Bloodletter starts fading away, the others also suffer that leadership penalty and start fading away from reality as well. Just it's kind of like a chain reaction, especially Khorne army here, right? Like going for almost a full demon army. Like demonic units, once they are gone, they're gone. They don't come back, and putting a permanent dent into your balance of power. While regular units, they rout and they return, and when they return, they manage to keep some of your balance of power intact. And but demons do not have that kind of luxury. Every unit loss is a permanent hit to their balance of power, and it hits quite hard as well. So unfortunately, looks like the loss of all these Bloodletters snowballed into a defeat for Khorne, despite a brilliant rush of Blood Crushers in the end. Yep. So yeah, perhaps like a shittier front line, like a bunch of Marauders, would have been better, and just invest more into the backline disruption, and a bit more mobility, or even some Minotaurs to deal with the Kadai Fireborn, perhaps. But yeah, still very good performance from these Blood Crushers. Really rare to see them actually doing well in battle, but it seems like the Fireglaves is just too much. If Khorne and Valkia was able to snipe out Astrogolf, this might have been a different story, but alas, the Immortals stood their ground, and Kadai Fireborn also did some spectacular damage, having the anti-infantry and magical attacks bypassing the physical resistances of those Bloodletters in melee. Very good performance from Bahrain. GG to both players, and also congratulations to Bahrain for winning out in the end in this Wednesday Faction Wars. We'll be moving on soon to the replay casting section, where we do have I think 3 replays. 2 is that 3 replays? Okay, cool. We have I think we have 3 replays for this tournament. And that shall conclude the stream for today. But yeah, let's just jump in. We have, hold on, let me see. Yeah. Bahrain, yeah, Chaos Dwarfs versus Vampire Counts. Khorne versus Slaanesh. And Nurgle versus Khorne. We might have to watch this Nurgle versus Khorne battle in high speed, because it's gonna be a grind for sure. Okay, anyways, let's just jump in onto the stream. Onto the replay. Bloodletters suck as frontline unit. Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of do it. Like, the Khorne action frontline is in a really awkward situation. It's just that they don't have a lot of options for their units. It's just regulars, axe and board infantry, or anti-infantry units. There's nothing else. There's no, like, they don't really have a dedicated anti-anything unit outside of anti-infantry. I guess they have a bunch of halberd warriors, but you don't really bring them in general. But yeah, anyways, just going tons of monstrous units is the key, I think. Tropes are awful at killing spawns, especially. That might be an interesting idea. Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Since Chaos Dwarf in that final battle didn't bring a lot of archers. No, Fire Glaives were still gonna shoot up those spawns. So that might be rough. Anyways, let us just focus on this battle here between, I believe it's Archangel versus Bahrain, I think. Yeah, I think it's Archangel here. Archangel going for Vampire Counter, front line of zombies, second line of skeleton spears, and some ethereal units. 2 Khorne Wraiths, and 1... Oh, wait, no. These are not ethereal. They just look blue, and they just look like they're glowing in blue, which, well, most ethereal units do glow in blue. Just, these are not ethereal units, once again. Black Knights with their ghostly flames, and on the other side, also more Black Knights. Supporting the army here, 1 single corpse guard with unholy lodestone for that. Wait, no, that's just a regular corpse guard to provide rigor mortis and buff nearby units melee stats and refresh rigor. So yeah, In the Skies leading the army, Lamian Vampire Lord. Interesting. Haven't seen her in a while. But she is a pretty good duelist, I do believe, having having the lightning reflexes for damage resistance and seduction to lower melee attack and whatnot, plus Lore of Shadow spells. Raise that, and also Invocation of the Heck as well. Very strong spell kit in general. Khorne Wraiths hidden in the forest, trying to just walk through the hidden of the tree line, hidden away from enemy vision, and try to lay an ambush on the Chaos Dwarf army. As for the Chaos Dwarf army here, going pretty heavy on their infantry and missile infantry as well, actually. Oh boy. Multiple units of blunderbusses and multiple units of fire glaives as well. Plus 1 single blazing beers of Bazarak for the explosive charges, some infernal gods, no blasting charges, just here for the elite melee stats to grind down enemy zombie chaff. A bunch of labor chaff as well to soak up enemy damage. Goblin laborers, 1 orc laborers, and In the Skies leading the army, Sorcerer Prophet of Metal with Searing Doom and Transmutation of Lead, which is gonna lower those undead melee stats even lower when they're already having not so impressive melee stats, even the Khorne Wraiths. Oh, actually, that their melee attack is gonna be at 0 mostly, and then Khorne Wraiths will be at like what, 8 melee attack, which is far from enough to punch through those Chaos Dwarf melee defenses. Anyways, Terror Guys also... Oh, I forgot about the Terror Guys on the on the Vampire Count side, and that's it for the army builds. Let's just get the battle started. We will be doing a bit of fast forward, skipping the marching phase since there's not much to march. There's not much skirmishing going on or any missiles. But yeah, there's also... Oh, I missed out another unit. Necromancer hidden in the forest specifically to stroke his Forbidden Rod and get those, squeezing out more of those magic energy out of his rod. Yeah. He'll just be hiding in the trees, yeah, you know, doing his business, going at his own magic squeezing action. We have Goblin Laborers marching up, but both armies are quite cautious in their positioning, not trying to rush into a combat at all. But yeah, it's going to be a chaff against chaff. Zombies should be able to win out against the Goblin chaff, though I'll be quite doubtful as to whether the zombies have the kind of abilities to break through enemy elite infantry. Ooh, very nice breath attack from the Terror guys, doing some really good stuff to the Blazing Beards. Nice pendulum as well, striking 2 units at once. Decent damage to the blunderbusses and the laborers, but the Fireglaves and blunderbusses unleashing hell upon the Terror guys, down to 3/4 of HP now, taking significant damage from those volleys. Black Knights charging into the Orc Labor chaff. I think that might be a bit of a mistake here, as the Black Knights are charging ahead of missile support, ahead of their own infantry support, instead of just circling around and get to the back line and disrupt those blunderbusses. Searing Doom, very nice magical damage against the Khorne Wraiths, while the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal is just roaming around the battlefield, using some nice breath attack, burning down the Khorne Wraiths. But of course, Lamian Vampire Lord is responding in kind, using breath attack to blast away the blunderbusses as well. Though in the front line, Khorne Wraiths not looking to out same goals for a lot of the zombie chaff. One Black Knight was able to disrupt the Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses over here. More Khorne Wraiths are flooding in, and they might be able to do some good damage against the Infernal Gods with Fire Glaives. Here comes the Sorcerer Prophet trying to disrupt them and stop them from pushing, but more zombie chaff are flooding in. The push seems to be going fine for the Vampire Count's army for now. But the Kadai Firebomb would be a tough nut to crack, as they do have the anti-infantry and magical attacks to punch through the Khorne Wraiths, and having armor piercing means that they can still do some good damage to the Black Knights if they get into a fight. And yeah, Black Knights are indeed taking quite a bit of damage. The fire, like any healing from Vampire Counts, might actually get denied by the fire attacks as well, so that would be a bit of quite an annoyance for them. Another breath attack, this time onto the Fireglaves. Vampire Count's really trying hard to shut down those Chaos Dwarf missile infantry. Black Knight still stuck on a bunch of blunderbusses, spears, skeleton spears flooding in, and yeah, more and more skeleton spears flooding in, and Lamian Vampire Lord also diving onto the Infernal Gods with Fireglaves. Yeah, a bit of a final transmutation of lead, slowing down the damage output of those undead, turning them with into chaff with 0 melee attack. While the pendulum here, as you can see the mark on the ground, doing some really nice damage to some of these Fireglaive units, though the skeleton spears still do not have enough melee stats and armor piercing to punch through the rather tanky Infernal Gods. And yeah, Terror guys flying around the battlefield, just jumping into fights here and there, not doing a whole lot. While the Kadai Firebomb is pretty much unstoppable, killing hundreds of zombie and skeleton and ghostly chaff, while still having some solid HP remaining. And a balance of power is in favor of the Chaos Dwarf, simply because the Vampire Count's units struggles to breach those elite Infernal Gods front line. While some of these Fireglaves manage to regroup and start unleashing another volley of firepower onto the Lamian Vampire Lord. Lamian Vampire Lord, with the help of the Terror guys, is doing some good damage to the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal. Though, yeah, the Lamian Vampire Lord is just taking a ton of damage at the same time. Oh, these are blunderbusses actually, not Fireglaves, but yeah, still. At the same time, very nice stuff here. Infernal Gods Fireglaves kind of doubling as a bit of a melee support to help out their lord in melee combat. While at the back there, Khorne Wraiths charging, trying to get rid of the Infernal Gods with Fireglaves, but here, the interception of the Kadai Fireball means that they will be quickly finished off in this close quarters melee combat. While the Infernal Gods and the Blazing Beards are almost finished with dealing with these zombie units, and they are ready to just help out the backline fight here and try and bail out the Infernal Gods with Fireglaves from their undead pursuers. Blunderbusses once again regrouping, but once again there are more Khorne Wraiths flooding in, so they are just gonna get terrified away. Perhaps the Khorne Wraiths can chase them off, though the Fireglaves are firing. No pun intended. And trying to pick off the last bit of HP off the Khorne Wraith's balance of power is significantly in favor of the Chaos Dwarfs, as another volley of the Fireglaves take out a bunch of more HP from the Lamian Vampire Lord, despite the missile and damage resistance on the Lamian Vampire Lord with the lightning reflexes and scaly skin. Sorcerer Prophet of Metal dueling it out with the Terror Guys. Terror Guys receiving that crown of command, keeping the leadership high so that it would not suffer any crumbling damage despite being surrounded, and now it is trying to pursue the Sorcerer Prophet of Metal. Can the Terror Guys finish off this Chaos Dwarf leadership? We shall see. But this is looking quite rough for the Vampire Count, since the Transmutation of Lead once again reducing that melee attack of the Vampire Count's units, making them less effective in melee combat. And on top of that, the Lamian Vampire Lord being surrounded by so many Kadai Fireborn, unable to get out of that melee surround and being hacked down by the anti-large Fireglaves. She just took way too much damage in this melee fight and will be crumbling back to dust, giving the Chaos Dwarfs the win. And yeah, that is GG to Archangel, and that was a victory to Borain here, allowing him to move on to the next stage. A ton of damage value from the Infernal Gods here, unleashing hell upon pretty much anything, including Terror Guys, the Lamian Vampire Lord, the Black Knights as well. Even the Khorne, some of them just got blasted by some regrouped Infernal Gods with Fireglaves and Blunderbusses. Blunderbusses didn't do as much damage due to their short range, but Fireglaves, man, not only in range but also in melee, since they do have their kind of a bayonet. Their Fireglaves do have a bit of a bayonet on top, or a blade on top. So it's not just a handgun, but also a glaive, giving them the anti-large armor-piercing capability to hack down Black Knights in melee, and of course dragons and Terror Guys as well, doing some really good work, while the Infernal Gods, the zombies, simply unable to breach these elite shield walls, and allowing the Chaos Dwarf to have a very intact front line, while the Kadai Fireborn has been fighting on top of infantry support the whole time, cleaving asunder a ton of zombie and skeleton chaff, and also having that magical and armor-piercing attacks means that they're great against Khorne Wraiths, they're great against Black Knight. Fire damage means the surrounding Terror Guys would do extra damage because of the regeneration fire weakness on these Terror Goose. Yeah. So overall, very solid damage from Borain's Chaos Dwarf army. Also, Searing Doom, very nice spell. Cheap, cost efficient. Nice breath attack placement. Actually, nice breath attack placement also applied to the Vampire Count. Just that, unfortunately, they really struggle to breach those elite infantry. Necromancer like to watch. Oh yeah, he absolutely was watching while striking his forbidden rod the whole time, hitting his rod. Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, another Khorne battle, this time between Pigmen and... This is nameless. What? Eagle Crump. Okay. Oh, so that's Orc Boy. Okay. Must have had a different font, which the game doesn't have and can't actually show the name. But either ways, army builds here. Very similar build from Pigman as the first army build in the finals here. Front line of Blood Lattice. Okay. Actually, no. It's still a Skybrand led army, but it's just a front line of regular Blood Lattice, supported by Knights of Brazen Throne, Skull Crushers, 1 Chaos Chariot, and a couple of Furies for some extra arrow harassment. And of course, Skybrand, almost forgot to mention the abilities and whatnot. Bellow of Endless Fury, so just coming in with some AoE damage. No Rage Embodied. That would be really useful in controlling the movement of the Slaanesh army, but we shall see if not bringing the Rampage is worth it. How did he go nameless? So basically, the game doesn't, like, I think I installed the English version, so the game doesn't have any fonts that are, yeah, he doesn't, like, the game can't show names that are in fonts that it doesn't have. For example, I can't actually, I don't think stuff like Greek or Russian can be shown in my game because I only have English fonts. So like when I play against a Chinese player and a Chinese name, I can't see their name as well. So yeah, you can only, like, at least in my game, I can only see English names. I don't know about like other games whether they have the corresponding language packs, but I just know that I don't. Anyways, for the Slaanesh army here, front line of devoted marauders with a line of spawns, yeah, scattered along just to provide them with some monstrous presence and a bit of a body blocking, plus a few units of Fiends of Slaanesh, 3 units actually. That's the max you can bring according to rule sets, and yeah, best unit in the entire Slaanesh roster right now, so single-handedly carrying them into a higher tier or something. It's along those lines. Just a very, very solid, very, very good monstrous infantry unit. I wouldn't say they're monstrous infantry. With their speed, they're more like monstrous cavalry, with no mount, with no one mounting on top of them, which is quite weird considering they're Slaanesh. Anyways, Chaos Furies in the skies and leading the army. Oh, there's one Exalted Demonette and also leading the army Herald of Slaanesh with Pavane and the Portal Glyph Fury Summon. That's a lot of Furies for the Slaanesh then. 3 regular Furies and then more in the summon form. Not sure how useful it is against Khorne, since the best use of Furies are always for a backline disruption, and there's not exactly a backline to disrupt here. I guess they can try to do some rear charges, excuse me, and do some damage using the devastating flanker trait, but yeah, we shall see. Anyway, Skarbrand already like leading the charge straight into some devoted marauders, doing some solid damage. Furies charging in, Slaanesh Furies charging in, but being countercharged by the Khorne Furies, while the Fiends of Slaanesh charging into Bloodletters. I don't know why they're doing this, because they're now stuck in surrounded by enemy Bloodletters, taking more and more damage, while the Khorne Fury countercharge is doing significant damage to the Slaanesh Furies and already beating up this flyer unit. Over here, Chaos Spawns and Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh are charging into the enemy Bloodletters. Skullcrushers charge in as well, Furies duking it out against each other in the skies, but the Khorne Furies having better offensive stats, and on top of that, that Frenzy give them a better melee offensive stats against than the Chaos Furies of Slaanesh. Getting a little bit of upper hand, though they themselves are being hit by some Fiends on the ground. I think some models are within this melee fight here, so they got hit by this horrific must, having lowered leadership. Skarbrand, though, managing to push off the Devoted Marauders here, and some of the Furies faded away as well, leaving the Bloodletters in a prolonged melee grind against Fiends and Spawns. Well, over here, seems like the Bloodletters faded away, but with the help of the Knights of Brazen Throne, Khorne was able to drive back some of these Fiends. With only 1 Fiend over here, 2 Fiends on the other side, there's just not enough of a concentration of forces to deal with these armor-piercing cavalry. Oh, these Fiends are already fading away as they're just straight up losing to a Skarbrand supported by Skullcrushers and Bloodletters. Yes, they might be OP, but unfortunately they're still not OP enough to break the game like the Thunderbolts. So, nope, they are not gonna solo everything by themselves, and against a superior melee combatant, multiple superior melee combatant, considering Skullcrushers also have anti-large to make them more effective against monsters like Fiends and Spawns. Yeah, the Fiends are just gonna fade away as well. Completely overwhelmed by Knights of the Brazen Throne, Skullcrushers, and Bloodletters. Skarbrand also doing some solid damage. And yeah, that might just be it for Slaanesh. It's a very, very quick battle. Slaanesh being a very glass cannony army here. The units in a straight up melee duel, it's just not gonna win out against Khorne, who is designed to take the fight head on, and theoretically should be the best in fighting stuff without magic. Like if you fight stuff head on in a vacuum, Khorne is gonna, like, if you take out the healing of Nurgle, take out the rear charging, flanking charging of Slaanesh, Khorne is just gonna win in those scenarios, or take out the magic on of Tinge. Like, Khorne is just designed to fight units head on, right? So, and Slaanesh doesn't exactly have a way to overcome this disadvantage or this Khorne strength. Like, Nurgle has healing, Tinge has magic and firepower, while Slaanesh, with all their melee units, they have to take Khorne on in melee. But in a straight up melee fight, yeah, Khorne will beat Slaanesh. And this matchup has always been rough for Slaanesh, as Khorne usually have that advantage here with just better melee stats straight up. Better offensive stats. Yeah. Worst part about Slaanesh is the lack of content. Yeah, actually. Well, depends on... Since I see you having quotation marks there. I am thinking you're asking for spicy content instead of regular content. But ironically, they're actually also lacking content. I mean, both Khorne and Slaanesh are having similar issues, but Khorne at least has Karanak. Slaanesh, well, they're still 2 DLCs away. Well, 1.5, I guess. Since the Khorne DLC is almost out, and the next one and the final DLC of the 4 Gods should be a Slaanesh DLC. Maybe End Times will bring more units to like all the factions, perhaps, but I don't know. But yeah, Slaanesh needs a little bit of a... Slaanesh needs a little bit of an update and something to buff their roster, boost their roster, other than Fiends carrying everything for them. They lack both. Yep, they do lack both. Yeah, they indeed lack both. But yeah. I mean, you can still see those demonists wearing rather spicy clothing. A lot of skin, you can see them, but yeah. Kono SMGR. Bad sync with the Cav. They attack 30 seconds plus after the front lines met. Actually, yeah, you're right. In the finals, Khorne versus Chaos Dwarfs. It took too long for the Blight Crushers to get into the backline, despite how effective they are in running down those Chaos Dwarf backline. If they were there, like say 30 seconds earlier, as you suggested, then yeah, maybe Chaos Dwarf wouldn't have that kind of firepower to obliterate the Bloodletters. But yeah. Hey, hi Lage, is anyone playing High Elves? No, nobody playing High Elves. Maybe you can join next time and play High Elves yourself. But yeah, yeah, long time no see, Nightwood. Haven't seen you in a while. Should they get if Slaanesh just get some marked Beastmen units with ranged utility, they would be a lot better. I think Mark Beastman for Slaanesh, that would have to be a DLC thing. I don't think we had any ordered faction. No, I don't think I saw any ordered faction. Oh, anyways, let's just go through the army performances here. Bloodletters did pretty good. Like, straight up head-on fight against Marauders and Furies and Demonists. Yeah, they're gonna do well, and they even do well even against like Fiends and Spawns too, since they do have good enough melee stats, I suppose, and numbers to drag down these monsters in melee. Chariots didn't really pay attention to what they did. I guess they were just rolling through the front line, not having a lot of value either ways. And Skull Crushers did well. Having the anti-lock is very key in beating up monsters and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's just like a straight up head-on engagement. Khorne will win against Slaanesh. If it's just a simple head-on engagement, yeah. And also Scarbrand doing some really good work throughout the battle. I might actually rewatch this replay in 4x speed here, actually. Since it is not that long and I wanted to see what the Skull Crushers were up to, I didn't really pay attention to them. And yeah, only the Fiends really did any notable work throughout the battle, as the rest of the Slaanesh army just straight up lost to Khorne. Okay, Shame. Now I'm just a QB enjoyer. Alright. I mean, QB is just easier to get into. I usually, if I want to test my army, I would just go do it in QB as well. Just quicker and easier instead of trying to commit into like three games, and which is possibly like an hour long. And yeah, in Vermin Lake. I wouldn't say, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just that I usually can't easily find like an hour just to commit into the games. Like maybe I will have a one more game syndrome, like playing one game after the other, but usually I wouldn't just make myself mentally available for 1 hour immediately. But yeah. Anyway, Skull Crushers charging in using their anti-lock, smashing those Fiends in melee combat. And the Fiends can't really do much about it, and it keeps just duking it out with those large targets with their anti-large damage. Yeah, it's just recharging Fiends and spawns, doing some solid work. And these Chaos Fury is being summoned, but oh, it's a painful mistake here. Demons forgot to actually deploy them in combat. I surrounded the Chaos chariots of Khorne and just ran around, but yeah, not doing a whole lot of damage, while the Khorne Skull Crushers managed to just duke it out with the enemy monsters. One final battle here, Khorne versus Nurgle. Khorne on the right side, Ace's Nurgle army on the left side. No Mortis Engine, just a ton of Plague Bearers and just a bunch of yeah, minor demons of Nurgle. Tons of Plague Bearers and more different forms of Plague Bearers, and occultists and a couple of Furies. So yeah, unconventional Nurgle army against a Khorne melee grind. Yeah. So yeah, Exalted Plague Bearers 4 units and 3 regular Plague Bearers, 2 Furies, a Flake Ridden of Death Magic, Spirit Leech, and Soul Blight, with a Locus of Virulence for like extra melee attack damage output. Cultists of Nurgle for that Plague Bearer, some more Plague Bearers on the field. A very Plague Bearer themed army for sure. A lot of bodies, a lot of HP, but not a lot of melee power. Like, they can fight in melee, but they mostly are used as elite chaff to shield actual important units like a Mortis Engine unit. But instead we have Epidemius, one of the worst lords in the game. Only Sands of Sickness to actually be anything useful, but also he himself is extremely expensive and not very good in melee actually. Talisman Blades, more Plague Bearer summon. This is an Exalted Plague Bearer summon. Yep. Hayseed is going all in on the Plague Bearer spam, other than the 2 units of Furies in Disguise. On the other side for the Khorne army, oh, that explains why the battle between them takes so long. I guess it just takes time for Khorne to kill them off, kill all these Plague Bearers off. Anyways, Murder Horsemen of Khorne, 4 units of them with throwing axes, and then 2 more Furies, a couple Chaos Warhounds of Khorne, and then 4 units of regular Marauders, leading the army Scarbrand supported by Karanak and a Minotaur of Khorne with great weapons. Scarbrand coming in with Rage Embodied, yes, and Bellow of Endless Fury. Other than that, Karanak coming in with his both Flashhound Summon, Prey of Blood God, and Brass Collar, so all his usual abilities and items. Now let us just get the battle playing in normal speed. Actually, fast forward, since we don't really have much to do other than see those Plague Bearers slowly trot forward into combat. But yeah, they're just absorbing a ton of firepower from the throwing axes, using themselves as meat shields and whatnot. But yeah, Furies in Disguise, 2 Nurgle Furies duking out against 1 Khorne Fury, and with the number advantage here, they should be able to win out against this Khorne Fury. But here comes another Khorne Fury charging in, and they might be able to get some good damage done to the Nurgle Furies. Nurgle Furies can, of course, use any poison to debuff those enemy Furies and lower their damage output. Though at the same time, Exalted Plague Bearers are rushing up, and they're trying to get their Deadly Death's Head to shoot into enemy targets. For example, the Minotaurs here would be a very good target for that devastating firepower. Unfortunately, shooting at Chaos Warhounds and Marauders of Khorne probably isn't the best use of the ammo. Ooh, Rage Embodied, very nice use of Scarbrand, luring these Festering Stooges, Exalted Plague Bearers of Nurgle Regiment of Renown with self-healing power into melee instead of actually firing at Death's Head. More Death's Head firing though, and this time at Scarbrand, but Scarbrand and Karanak managed to trap Epidemius in the front line. Wounded Prey lowering his melee defenses, and on top of that, the Prey of the Blood God pinning down Epidemius. And now Epidemius is stuck against 2 very powerful melee combatants, one dedicated to hunt down light armored characters like, well, Epidemius not exactly the lightest armor 80, but it's still not the most armor in the world. Excuse me. Exalted Plague Bearers managed to beat back some Chaos Warhound push, and Marauders won't also be a big problem to the Exalted Plague Bearer. But yeah, Epidemius is in big trouble right now, surrounded by 2 very strong melee combatants. He needs to start running and leave the Exalted Plague Bearers to do the fighting for him. Exalted Plague Bear summon at the back here. They really need to start chugging out their Dev's Head. For example, shooting them all at Skarbrand would be a good idea, but they're like too far away from Skarbrand to actually do any good damage to him. Or they can start marching over here, but with only 20 seconds left, though, they probably won't make it in time. Abadumius is on the verge of fading away here, as he just got more hits, taking more hits from Skarbrand and Khorne. More Dev's Head being thrown into the vicinity, and Skarbrand taking a little bit more damage there. But yeah, Cultists of Nurgle being the next target of Skarbrand. This is not going to be good for this little mortal human. Throwing axes circle around the battlefield, chugging those missiles into the Furies, whittling down their health, while Skarbrand continues having a field day with the Cultists of Nurgle, smacking him with his giant axes. Dev's Head continues to fire in, but the summoned Exalted Plague Bearers are gone, and the Exalted Plague Bearers are also running kind of low in ammo, as the Festering Studios is completely out of ammo. These ones still have plenty, but they don't have a lot of volleys anyway. So, yeah, it depends. Let's see if they can eventually whittle down Skarbrand with those Dev's Head shots. The Dev's Heads are doing a lot of damage, but after killing, even if they kill Skarbrand, what can they do against all the throwing axes and the Khorne infantry? I am very doubtful on what they can do here. Plague Ridden duking it out against Khorne, and somehow getting quite an even fight. After all, Plague Ridden isn't any shabby in melee combat, being a demon, being an evolved Plague Bear. He can certainly hold his own in melee combat, but not against a dedicated Khorne Bloodthirster, legendary Bloodthirster, Skarbrand Exile though, and he is getting quickly pummeled to death. The Plague Bears are still holding on, but they're not doing enough damage to Skarbrand. Actually, most of them are out of ammo, and now, despite the balance of power is still being fairly even, it is pretty much like the whole battle is pretty much in the control of Khorne. The Plague Bearers can still walk around and try to duke it out against the closest Khorne unit, but throwing axes are taking out their HP. Skarbrand can cycle charge, and same goes for Murder Horses, and slowly but surely eventually wear down these Plague Bearers in cycle charging, really. Exalted Plague Bearers really need to just focus all their ammo on Skarbrand, but I guess they'll have to just chuck it in the closest target available, like the Minotaurs here. But I don't see how the Plague Bearers can finish off Skarbrand by themselves. Every time, of course, the Murder Horses charging in, regular Marauders charging in, they will be taking counter attack damage and taking some casualties, but ooh, it is still not going to be pretty here. As the Festering Stooges, the regular Plague Bearers, Exalted Plague Bearers, all are taking more and more damage every time the enemy charges in, leaving an impact on their HP bar. Considering that the Marauder Horsemen of Khorne do have that anti-infantry bonus, the lightly armored Plague Bearers, even if they're exalted, are not enjoying this at all. And yeah, cycle charging is taking quite some time, but Skarbrand having that collision damage and also breath attack should be able to eventually do enough damage to wear down those Plague Bearers. And yeah, that's it for today's tournament action, as we are done with the final replay of the whole event. As you can see here, if the Exalted Plague Bearers manage to get their Dev's Head out onto the right targets, they can earn some pretty damn ridiculous value, but unfortunately that is all the Nurgle army has for damage output, and also a bit of Spirit Leech. But against a Khorne army with 35% of spell resistance, that is not going to be too pretty. And on the other side, Khorne army, Skarbrand just having a field day, bashing a ton of Plague Bearers with the collision attacks, and throwing axes getting some pretty good work done as well. And yeah, that's it for today's battle. I hope you all enjoy this tournament action, this multiplayer tournament action. And yeah, go ahead and tomorrow there will be a single Lord tournament hosted by Tequila Sunset on the Night Crew Clan Discord. So do go ahead and check it out and join up if you want to play some single Lord tournament. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll need to catch up with the chat first. Let me quickly read through that. Check it again. Huh, I didn't know bringing 4 exalted plate bearers was legal. I had to double check. Oh, I didn't. I was just assuming, since nobody raised this issue at all, I just assumed nobody break any rules. I need to check as well. Exalted plate bearers, Nurgle army. Shit, you can actually bring 4 of them. Okay, yeah, that's true. You can bring 4 of them. You just can't bring 4 chosens. So there's that. Okay. Do you take a demon buff on epidemias? Would make sense to pair it with that many plague bearers. I don't think there's. I don't think that matters. Oh wait, no. They possibly have, but if I remember, Epidemius needs to charge up his ability. Let me just quickly check Epidemius. Epidemius needs time to charge up his ability, right? No? But yeah, Epidemius is just so expensive. Yeah, he did bring Tally of Pestilence, but it just takes time to charge up the ability. And I don't know how useful that is, honestly. Like, he is so expensive with such shit melee stats. It's not horrible, per se, but it's not anything spectacular either. It's pretty damn bad if you ask me. Khorne was so rough to deal with, I couldn't use any of my abilities, so I had about 3k wasted value of heroes. Yeah. The brass collar, see, I really need to reduce the range of that thing. So against Khorne, perhaps like a flying lord would be better choice. Like, just keep him out of reach from Khorne, and he should, if with a flying mount, he should have enough speed to just stay away from Khorne and cast abilities and spells. But yeah. Or maybe I'll have to consider limiting Khorne in the future as well. I don't know. But yeah, that is a question for the future. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoyed this multiplayer action. And if you want to see more total Warhammer multiplayer content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Tactical Lich signing out.